commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy blue, commentary blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, commentary.
Hey guys, welcome back. I missed you so much. Thank you for all the love. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. All right. Hey y'all. So this is not my normal sister wife video. This is one of the rabbit holes I fell down, and it was about the soft white underbelly subject. You guys know I talked about him on my channel before. You know, I'm sort of like in between. Like I watch it sometimes. The way I found his channel, and oh, warning, this is triggering, probably triggering for some. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I don't have a script. I just wanna talk to you about this Amanda story. And this is how I found Soft White Underbelly, actually, the channel, following her story. And then sometimes it's like he has pimps, he has all these people on Skid Row, he has people that have been on DRUGS, you know how sensitive YouTube is. And Amanda was probably his most, I want to say, popular subject, despite it was that family, I forgot, I hope I'm saying it right, it was a family that he I want to say the Whitakers. Okay, so look, boom, we're at Amanda unfortunately passed away very, very young, but what we viewed from Soft White Underbelly channel was from her when he first interviewed her, everything she took, beatings, she was on stuff, she was homeless, it was crazy. And Mark, he, like he does for many, he found her help. Now I want to pause that there. I said I covered him on my channel. Now I'm going to talk about three people here. I'm going to talk about Lima, Mark Leada, and I'm going to talk about BJ Investigates. And of course, we'll be talking about Amanda. But I wanted to put this pin there because like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, but I do want to talk about this. I think it's interesting where we can figure out sometimes we're programmed and we'll get to that, but we don't pay attention. We don't pay attention as YouTube watchers or something. Like, it was a lot that BJ Investigates pulled out of this story that I heard, but I didn't hear. Okay, boom. And I'm going to put the links below for you to talk about it. So now take that pen and let's go down memory lane on my video where I talked about Mark Leada's subject name Exotic. Now, I'm not trying to compare the two, but I guess it is a form of comparison, y'all. I have to do it. This was my thing. Amanda was on harsh, and I'm just gonna say it. I know this video won't be monetized, but she was on harsh drugs. She was in the streets, life hard, and everything else. And she got offered to go to a treatment facility, actually, where she had to sign a conservatorship over to the facility, which I don't even know if it's a legal facility at this point after watching all these videos with Lima. And she had to sign over her rights. She had to live on the facility, and her options was to either go for treatment or go to jail. Meanwhile, you know, and I'm saying they're two different, please, before you guys come for me, I know they're two different women, but meanwhile, that was the option that Amanda had. The option that Exotic had, though I saw she was more, you know, alert and stuff, she did admit to still using. She had 2 kids. She was on the streets. She was doing, you know, gang and all of that. They didn't take her conservatorship. They didn't make her go into a conservatorship or a jail. Mark literally got her an apartment and gave her cash money. So I'm like, that was her form of treatment. And poor Amanda had like no choice. Now I do know that, you know, you can look at the videos and see one is off course more than the other, but still, like, when you watch the exotic video, which is another subject he had that I was kind of fascinated, Mark was like, I was giving you, we were on the phone till 5 a.m. I was giving you, while I was editing you, I was giving you money, more and more money. And then basically, and I'm paraphrasing everything, you gotta watch the video. And basically, one day he saw a light on in the apartment he got her, and he said, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna go to the office and get a key because the apartment's in my name. I'm like, wait a minute. And found out she had a, long story short, she had a man up there, right? No kids, no nothing. But I digress. What I'm trying to say is, how does he determine, and it's his help and the fans and all of that do the fundraising, how does he determine who gets the best treatment, or who gets the why you can't choose your treatment? Like, why, not saying exotic should have went to a conservatorship, but why you didn't suggest the exotic go over there with Lima? You know what I mean? I digress. Anyway, let's get to BJ Investigates. And you guys put your opinions down there and let me know what you think, and if you got what I was trying to say. So basically, Amanda, the thing about BJ, she pulled out so many points, and what I noticed was, because, and this is my opinion, Amanda was on drugs and she was walking the streets and she was having such a hard time, and she had a black eye and all of this stuff. We didn't take what she was saying seriously. And I think that is a big lesson to be learned. Like, she sat up there and said what her dad was to her and why she ended up on the street. And she basically pulled it out. And all of a sudden, on Soft White Underbelly with the Lima girl, sorry guys, they discredited Amanda and said everything she said about her dad was a lie. Now, this is my question. Who determined that? If that was her life experience, it's basically her word against his word, right? If that was her experience with her father, she just said he was a M word. If that was her experience with her father, that's her story. How y'all just gonna say that she was lying and have the man basically promote his daughter, carry his daughter ashes, all type? It was weird. It was weird, and I didn't even notice how far that went, where I didn't even pay attention to it. Like, because I'm watching YouTube, I'm washing dishes sometime, I'm falling asleep on YouTube, I'm doing whatever, right? And I just thought, like, these people are, you know, people, I don't know how to say this, are on here pouring their hearts and telling us life lessons on how to not end up possibly like that. And they're actually asking for help too. But what's the best people to take advantage of? People that need help or discredit these kind of people that we see on the channel. I hate to say it. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to link all the videos below. I'm going to make a long story short. I'm not going to say BJ Investigates is all the way right either, guys. Like, I'm not going to say that. I know she's a lawyer. She's entertaining, actually. She made 3 videos. I watched all 3. The first video blew my mind, y'all, because I didn't know that Amanda had to go through this virtual reality thing where that was a treatment to put you in the most triggering environment that you could be in, with drugs, alcohol, Skid Row, and put you in this virtual reality world where you basically, are stuck. Even if you're sober, you're stuck there seeing your life, And so BJ pulled out all these things that Amanda said, like, I don't want no girl my age recording me and putting stuff in my head. She was talking about allegedly Lima, when she was saying she didn't want to go to the facility, when she was saying her dad did these things. When finally, when they put her in a virtual reality and she was screaming, it was horrible. It was horrible. So this is where Lima is now suing BJ Investigates, because Lima went on Soft White Underbelly channel after Amanda's tragically passed, and like I said, I'm making a long story short, she got to the facility, passed at the facility, and they read autopsy results. Now, you guys, I have a small little like caretaking background now, you guys. But Lima said the only thing that was in when she's like, I have the autopsy results right here. The only thing that was in Amanda's system was Tylenol. Okay. Okay. I picked up on that quickly when I heard on BJ channel. She didn't even have to break it down first of all. It's like someone saying the only thing in my system was Coca-Cola, not Pepsi, or not cola or whatever. She used the brand name Tylenol. They don't use the word, and I can't pronounce the word, guys. What, like the acetaminophen or whatever? You're going to say Tylenol? I don't think the autopsy report would use a brand. How you know it wasn't a leave? You know what I mean? How you know it wasn't Wall and all, or you know, the little generic brands, or Target and all. It's the acetaminophen. I can't say that word, but I'll put it here. And it's like, that's what the report would say, right? And she said that was the only thing in her system, and she died, right? Well, lo and behold, this girl BJ Investigates got public record of Amanda's autopsy report and the reason she passed. And she had more allegedly in her system than Tylenol. And a lot of it was the medication that they gave her at the treatment facility listed, allegedly. So this is where we're at. They're at odds. I feel like watching Soft White Underbelly channel, he gave me like this honest, raw, gritty, like exposure thing. That's what I'm expecting. And I find it odd that someone could come out of the woodwork like BJ Investigates and say these things, and instead of suing her, it's not another video followed up. You know what I mean? Not a video follow up. Like, you know what? We made a mistake. You know, this is the correct. They redid an autopsy, because remember, she was now cremated too. And I'm like, she had a coffin. They were standing at a coffin. Well, no, let me rephrase that, because now I've been through it. She could have been in a coffin, and they could have cremated her later. You know what I mean? Because they do that. But yeah, like now she's gone. So that autopsy probably sticks. So y'all, like I said, BJ had 3 videos. The first one blew my mind. The second one was about her being sued. But the third one to me was just a repeat of the first one, in my opinion. She might have threw the funeral in there. She might have threw Amanda's dad in there. And it just was like a repeat a little bit. You guys let me know how you felt about it. And I feel like she really brought out some things that made me realize you have to really read between the lines and really listen closely. Because when she slowed down those Amanda interviews, child, I said, my mouth hit the floor. I'm like, how did I miss her saying these things? How did I miss her saying these things? And where is Mark Lieta to stand by what was said? You know what I mean? Like, if you're saying that Amanda did only have Tylenol in her system, put up the receipt. BJ did. All right, y'all. So there we have it. I just was like I said, I'm not on anyone's side. Like, I feel like BJ definitely has the facts, possibly, but she's more entertaining. You know what I mean? It's more of an expose. Now she's prepared to go. She's preparing to go to court, actually. So she has a fundraiser for that. But the same thing with Lima. Like, we understand that legal things, but you chose to get on the channel and tell us that Amanda had Tylenol in her system and get 1 million, 3 million people watching. Nobody asked you to do that. You know what I mean? So y'all let me know your thoughts. I just wanted to drop this video. I fell down this rabbit hole and was like, whoa, like poor Amanda. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. But rest in peace. And I hope, actually, I do know what to say. I hope her dad stopped showing up like he's so proud of his daughter. Number one, let me leave that alone. All right, until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Commentary blue, commentary burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy blue, commentary blue.